Hi everyone! In this video I will be talking about my top 10 favorite colors from Prismacolor set, pencils which I used most often, or colors which I consider quite unique comparing with other brands and other pencil sets. And the first is Black Grape. This color is very beautiful by itself. You know that I love deep, rich violet colors and I use it quite often. I also love another dark violet color from Prismacolor set, dioxazine purple. But as we can find black grape even in the smaller sets, and dioxazine purple is only a part of the biggest set of 150 pencils, I decided that black grape is my favorite. I love how it behaves with white pencil. You can get nice, beautiful shading using white on top of the black grape. Also, you can combine black grape with many different colors. Of course, you can combine it with Parma violet, lilac, lavender, but also you can get nice color combos if you combine it with blue-violet colors and also with pink or rose colors, for example with clay rose pencil. Also for me, black grape is a pencil number one, choice number one for doing shadows for green, gray or dark blue objects. For me it's choice number one for doing shading for the leaves, and I think that combining with all green colors it looks much more natural and you got more natural looking softer shadows than if you use black or dark brown colors. Next I have not one but two pencils. Prussian green plus pale sage is my favorite pencil combination for coloring natural looking leaves. I consider Prussian green as the most beautiful green color in the whole set. In Prismacolors we also have a lot of beautiful yellowish green colors like olive green, moss green, marine green, but Prussian green for me is pure green, without excessive brightness, without additional hues into it. The only fault of this pencil is that you can find it only in the biggest set of 150. You can combine Prussian green with many other pencils like spring green or apple green for lighter shading, but pale sage for me is favorite companion color. And pale sage, of course, is a very beautiful pastel color by itself. I already started to use my second pencil because first was already finished. I use it really very often. Next is my favorite gray color. I consider color of the slate gray pencil quite unique because we can easily see a bluish hue into the gray, and I think that it's not easy to find similar colors in other pencil sets. For me it's a very helpful pencil if I want to color metals like silver, like steel, and in my opinion, if you combine slate gray with different shades of cool gray Prismacolor pencils, your steel will look more natural than if you would use only cool gray colors. And I also like to combine slate gray with colors like muted turquoise, with celadon green or jade green, and also with pale blue colors, for example with blue slate. I would like to have similar gray color with bluish tint into it in polychroma set, for example, because if I need to color stones or steel with polychromas, I still prefer to add this slate gray from Prismacolor set. Next is my favorite dark red color, and it's raspberry. I don't know why they decided that this color is suitable for raspberry. For me, it's maybe too dark. It's more like dark wine color, but it's still really very beautiful and very helpful in coloring. It's similar to another beautiful dark red colors like Tuscan red or like mahogany blue, but still raspberry is my favorite. First, you can combine it with different other colors from pink or peach colors. I love combining it also with eggshell or cream, or to do more contrast combination with purple or violet. Also, I like how raspberry behaves with a white pencil. You know that white pencil can considerably lighten pencil pigment of dark Prismacolor pencils, and with raspberry you can get a very nice light color if you apply white on top of the raspberry. It will be very beautiful pink color. Raspberry is choice number one for me if I want to do shading with orange or pink objects. And also I love to use raspberry or mahogany red sometimes for coloring lips. So raspberry is my favorite, then I love mahogany red, then Tuscan red, and then pomegranate. Next in my list I have French grey colors, and especially 90% French grey and 50%. Before I got my set of Prismacolor pencils, I would never think that I would enjoy so many different gray colors. When I just purchased Prismacolor set, I was even a little bit disappointed that I have so many gray colors. But now I enjoy a variety of colors and I learn how to use them more and more. French grey colors are still my favorites. I love that these greys are mix of grey and a little bit of brown, and because of this they are my choice number one for doing shading. I learned that French grey colors can provide beautiful shadows from videos of Shirley Tutopia, and now I love to use 90% French grey for doing shading on green or blue objects or brown objects, but especially on greens. And I love to use 50% French grey for shading on light objects, especially together with lilac, lavender, pink, peach or salmon pink colors. I was surprised that Shirley uses French grey colors for doing shading even on flowers, on petals, but now I decided that I also enjoyed it. If you use 50% or 70% French grey as an underpaint to indicate where shadow has to be, and then cover it with the basic color of the object, you can get very soft and natural looking shadow. So now I also very often use French grey colors for the shading. I think that a line of French grey colors is a huge advantage of Prismacolor pencils. Next, let's talk about blue colors. And I included indigo blue here because I love this color, it's beautiful by itself, but I also wanted to show you difference between indigo blue in Prismacolors with dark blue in Polychroma set. Indigo dark from Polychroma set, it's really much darker and it's closer to black, and I prefer to use it mostly as an underpaint to darken other colors. But indigo blue from Prismacolors is really beautiful. First, I love how it behaves together with white pencil. Again, you can get nice pastel colors if you combine them. I do love line of Polychroma's blue colors, but still I think that in Prismacolor set we have exceptional choice of blues. First, I love that we have nice pastel colors, we have interesting mid-tones, and we have nice rich dark blue colors. For me, clear blue colors are Copenhagen blue or China blue. Then I love blue electric color, and I don't think that we can easily find similar extremely rich light blue color. I miss color similar to blue electric in Polychroma set. I already mentioned Copenhagen blue and China blue as an examples of the pure blue color, but I also love blues with additional tints into them, like blue with a little bit of violet, blue closer to gray or blue closer to green. For example, if I color blue with polychromos, I still miss colors like periwinkle or Mediterranean blue, which are blue with a little bit of gray tints into them. I still don't know how to mix similar colors with polychromos, so I consider these Prismacolor pencils quite unique. Next pencil in my list is Black Cherry. I decided that I preferred this one comparing to very close Black Raspberry because in this pencil we can definitely see a violet tint. It's a really beautiful color by itself, but I also like how it behaves with a white pencil. Color which you can get if you use white on top of the black cherry is very soft and nice. Also, you can easily combine it with all pink, rose, lilac, lavender, and even orange colors. I use black cherry if I need to do shadows with light red, dark red, rose, pink, lavender or lilac objects. And thanks to the mix of dark red and purple hues in this pencil, you can even combine it with warm blue colors, for example with blue-violet lake. Also, I love to create dramatic color combo of black and black cherry, and Halloween definitely will be time for this pencil. Next pencil in my list is Beige Sienna, or very close to it, Peach Beige. These pencils are very similar in color, but Peach Beige is only slightly lighter. Again, I consider Beige Sienna is a quite unique color, and it's not very easy to find similar pencils in other brands. Beige Sienna is very helpful if you want to color something calm, natural looking. You can combine it with greens. I like to combine it with light amber or with French grace pencils. So if I need to color light wood, a tree with very light color of the bark, I definitely will be using beige sienna or peach beige as the lightest pencil in three pencil's color composition. For example, here I use beige sienna as the lightest color, combining with sandbar brown and with espresso. Also, beige sienna and peach beige are very helpful if you want to color platinum blonde hair. These colors will help you to create nice soft shadows. Of course, I had to include in my top 10 list DECO yellow pencil. You can see that my DECO yellow is almost finished, poor thing. And I got my DECO yellow pencil a year later after my set of 132 colors. It's a pity that we can find this beautiful color only in the full set. And my deco yellow is so short because I love to use it for effect of the sunshine, of the candlelight, for creating light reflexes, and I think that I used it on almost each of my colorings. This page is a nice example of the picture where I used deco yellow for everything. I created candlelight with it. Next I did light reflections on almost all objects. I did reflections of the light on crystals. Also I used deco yellow here as a part of golden combination as the lightest color for the pale gold. With deco yellow I created highlights in all crystals, and you can see that it could be combined with every and each color, with green, with pink, with rose, with magenta, with blue. Sometimes I just cover almost finished picture with this deco yellow, and all objects and the whole picture started to be highlighted by the warm light. And that's why I am so in love with this deco yellow pencil. I think that I definitely need the whole box of deco yellows because you know that I love to do bright and warm pictures. The whole selection of pastel colors in Prismacolor set is great for my opinion, and a part of Deco Yellow, I also like Eggshell and Ginger Root. They are both basically pale yellow colors, but in Ginger Root you can definitely see greenish undertone, and Eggshell is a yellow with a little bit of pink into it. And that's why I love to combine ginger root with brown or green colors. You can do highlights on the leaves or parts of the plants using ginger root. And eggshell I love to combine with both yellow and pink colors. Also, I love to mix eggshell with deco pink if you need a little bit of the yellow undertone for coloring light skin. And thanks to this rose undertone into yellow, you can easily combine it even with brighter pink colors like hot pink, pink, and even processed red, magenta or pomegranate. After 3 years of everyday using of Prismacolor pencils, I think that I could create a separate video about each pencil, for what I like to use it and with which colors I like to combine it, but there was my top 10 which I consider the most helpful or the most unique colors in Prismacolor set. I'm not ready yet to do similar video about my top 10 polychromos pencils. Of course, I already have my favorites, but some polychromos pencils I don't use quite often. And I would like to know your favorites in Prismacolor or polychromos sets. I thank you for watching and until the next videos.